We've passed yet another milestone in the 2016 presidential race, Super Tuesday Part 3, where 5 key states were up for grabs on the road to the White House. On the Democratic side, Hillary Clinton won 4 out of 5 states.
Thank you, Florida. Thank you, North Carolina. Thank you, Ohio.
Clinton's victory makes her virtually unbeatable on the road to the Democratic nomination. And as she continues to play out the string of remaining states, expect Clinton to focus on her potential Republican opponents and not Bernie Sanders. Now, this doesn't mean that Bernie Sanders is done fighting the good fight. Although he will move from viable candidate to message candidate in the eyes of many experts and voters, he'll still do everything he can to pull Hillary Clinton to the left on issues of economic justice.
You do not have to accept the status quo. We can do better.
This is a necessary move, as general elections in the United States rarely address unjust trade policies, corporate welfare, and other issues that are of critical importance to America's vulnerable. And I'm not just talking about Republicans. Democrats are just as guilty of ignoring vital issues in order to win elections. On the Republican side, things were even more interesting. As expected, Donald Trump won Florida handily, which forced Senator Marco Rubio to suspend his campaign. Trump also won Illinois and North Carolina. The only thing Trump didn't win was Ohio, which Governor John Kasich won by a comfortable margin.
I want you to know the campaign goes on.
Kasich's victory not only means that he'll stay in the race, but it also creates a messy math problem for the GOP. Although Trump will almost definitely have the most votes, the most delegates, and the most states by the time the Republican convention begins in July, there is a strong chance that he won't reach the 1,237 delegates that he needs to guarantee the nomination. Now, if that happens, the Republican power brokers may decide not to nominate Trump. Delegates previously committed to Rubio, Bush, Kasich, and other candidates can revote and choose someone different. If this happens, there will be chaos in the Republican Party, and rightfully so. Whatever we think about Donald Trump, and there's a lot to be thought about him, he has consistently been the choice of the voters. To ignore their choice is to disrespect the voters, the process, and democracy itself. The GOP created the monster that is Donald Trump, and it's time they owned up to it and deal with the consequences. For BET News, I'm Marc Lamont.